Hello, before you watch this vlog, I just wanted to come on and say that I recorded this about 2-3 weeks ago and I feel super guilty for not posting it because this test, this assignment is one of the best things that I've given my students. I just can't say enough about it and all of the meaningful conversations that came from this test. You can use this anytime you want to give an assignment that brings your students together, that encourages conversation, that helps your students grow and your class grow as a community. And stay tuned until the end because I have something for you. It's free. Hey lovely folks, Alexa Borota here. I teach high school English. If you like this lesson and want more lessons or tips and suggestions, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So if you have done personality tests with your students before, please share in the comments how it went. This one is different. This one is a favorite, and that is why I feel the need to share it with you. I suggest this as a 7th through 12th activity. It can be modified for any content area: reading, writing, evaluating, analyzing, incorporating data, pie charts. You could easily turn this into a math lesson. If you stay until the end and you can answer my little quiz question correctly, I'm going to give the first 5 comments who answer my quiz question correctly all of these materials, all of them, for free. I'm gonna send them to you. Let's go. So about a month ago, I came across this Enneagram personality test online. It's free. Anyone could take the one that I took. This one is on truity.com. I will post a link for truity.com below. Go ahead and take your personality test. I took it. It's basically 5 pages of checkboxes. I answered each one as honestly as I possibly could. And I say it got my personality. It got my personality. And I couldn't help but notice that I could not stop reading. Now I'm immediately thinking about my students, right? Because at a high school level, particularly my boys, it's mostly my boys, trying to find highly engaging content for them to read right off of the bat is not always the easiest task. This, however, here's how I use it, the quick version. We have a class discussion on what personality quizzes are and if they have ever heard of an Enneagram personality test. Afterwards, I show them a little video. There are all kinds of really cool videos on YouTube. They even have some really good videos on the truity.com website. Just pick one, they get the idea. After they see that, we have this conversation about the benefits, the accuracy of personality tests versus the cons and the inaccuracies of a personality test. And I learned that many of them have not taken a personality quiz. I assumed this was a thing, apparently not. You could tell they wanted their results to be accurate. They were so curious which type they were. At the end of this lesson, students became really good at saying, okay, this, and this is me. However, I am not completely a peacemaker, or I am not completely a skeptic, or I am not completely an investigator. It was so easy to connect this lesson to different communities and groups that students get involved with, that just because this is something that they are part of, it's not entirely them. And we know this, as adults we know this, but it was really cool to see the expressions on their faces when they saw that certain members of their classmates had the same personality type as them. I'm over here like, I'm a 4-2 girl, I'm a 4-2. You can kind of see here that we have a lot of 6s. It just kind of gives me an idea, okay, so these are a lot of the personality traits. I wish I had more 2s. Can I get a 2? We've got the skeptic, the questioner, the investigator, my little observational ones. I noticed that the 5s, these tended to be a lot of my choir students. I think that that could be because they're super observant. So after they take their quiz, they see a pie chart. They see a pie chart of how they scored in all of the 9 types. And you're supposed to take your largest chunk and evaluate that type. I was a 4, individualist. I am such an individualist. When I say on point, I'm talking like, now this is the part that you can really modify to meet whatever it is you want to do in your class. I could have had them playing with numbers, I could have had them pulling out certain details, but here's what I decided to do as a first timer. Write down what is mostly true about their type. Tell me what is inaccurate about their type. I had some students say nothing. I had some students say that this personality quiz was so accurate with their personality, they were just as blown away as I was, but I was able to find some inaccuracies. I asked them if they enjoy taking the quiz. So far, I am at 100% yes. And then here at the bottom, I asked them to rate how effective the quiz was on a 5-star scale. I love this because it got everybody talking. Students were reading about their personality and they could not keep it within themselves. It was like they had to talk to somebody. Conversations just organically started happening. I didn't sit there and have to try. Sometimes as teachers, we're pushing to get our students to talk to each other. I really didn't feel like I had to push anything. They were reading. After they are done reading about their type and the writing section, they go ahead and they take their number. Again, this is a part that you could modify based on your class and your expectations. I asked them to create one of these numbers for our board that reveals their personality type the best that they can. I don't force them to color. As far as I'm concerned, if you don't want to color, that is part of your personality type, and that's okay. What I do ask is that you put at least those 2 characteristics from your personality type that you feel best represent you and your personality so that your classmates can kind of see on your number. Assertive, loyal, determined, antisocial, reliable, extrovert, independent, well-liked, organized, trustworthy, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is probably my favorite actor, and I'm really excited that one of my students loves him too. There's so much that you could do with the results. You could literally take the results and turn that into another fun activity. Or you could be like me and have them write a conclusion. Looking at all of our results, what can we conclude about our class? But I also gave them the microphone. Okay, who's a 1? I had them talk about their number. Sometimes I had to do an interview style because it was a loaded question for some of them. They didn't know where to start. Look at the poster and kind of ask them, oh, are you hardworking? Is that true? Are you organized? Do you feel you have a strong sense of right versus wrong? And most students took one of those traits and told a story. 6 took a long time. All right, I'm wrapping this up. In a nutshell, that was the lesson that went so well that I can't wait to do again. I'm ready to give you my quiz question. The first 10 comments who answer my quiz question correctly, I am going to send you these materials for free. I am posting them on my Teachers Pay Teacher store. So far, everything that I have on my Teacher Pay Teacher store is free. You might want to check it out and grab all the grabbies. What was the most popular type amongst my students? I'll ask it again. Which out of all these personality types was the most popular amongst my students? The first 10 of you, I'm sending you the whole thing. Subscribe for any more of my secondary educational content. I also post a lot of lesson activities, ideas, strategies on my Instagram. Not really sure where I'm going with the Instagram, but it's just a place where when I have a great idea or I see something cool, I post it. Have a good one, folks. I will see you next time.